Welcome back here on ESPN Wichita. Jackson Schneider here at Big 12 Football Media Days, visiting now with a Kansas State Wildcat in Rex Van Wyhe, and one of the many Wildcats we've talked to today. Tell me a little bit about this group you came down here with, Avery and Joe, and, lots of them. I mean, what are there, 4 or 5 of you guys? And,
Four
and
of
plus,
us.
plus Coach Klein. So sounds like a pretty fun plane ride, even though you guys had to leave at, 5 a.m.?
Yeah, it's a great group of guys. Avery, Joe, me, Wesley, guys that are kind of developing as leaders, and Avery being a leader the last couple of years. So he's kind of bringing us along, showing us the ropes and whatnot. So.
Well, it's kind of a circus. They run you through a million interviews and you get to take pictures and all the sorts of crazy things. I think you were walking around in full uniform earlier too. What's all that like to experience?
It's pretty crazy. You get a little sweaty in the full uniform, even though you're not running around. But it's pretty cool to do all those photo shoots, and we even had a dance for one of them. I'm not the biggest dancer, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
No TikTok dances like I see from
No,
Avery all the time?
no, that's not me. I'll maybe go on there and answer a few questions or whatnot, but no, I'm not the biggest TikTok dancer.
I'm not a good dancer either, so I stay clear away from it. But tell us a little bit about you defensively and how you've developed over your time at Kansas State and how you're looking to kind of take a step forward this year.
Yeah, I think this spring I've really developed more of a chip on my shoulder, physicality-wise. I've definitely developed more of a pass rush a little bit, and been better in coverage and with my hands. It takes a few years to develop as a linebacker. I've had to learn to just play lower because I'm 6'5", so that's kind of the hardest thing. But it's been great in this new defense.
Having to get lower is not a problem that I deal with. I'm vertically challenged. So what's that like? Tell us kind of how that works and how you play lower. I mean, is it just simply bending over a little bit more, playing like how does that work for someone that may not understand?
It's sitting down in your stance and just learning that you got to keep your pads low. So.
Okay. Now I know the linebacker group this year is a little bit deeper. Lots of guys to be excited about other than yourself. Fill us in on some of your teammates in that linebacker room.
Yeah, we got a really good group of guys. Coach Toth has done a really good job of helping us out, leading us. So is Coach Mason. He's the assistant guy. So those guys are always up there watching film with us, and us older guys are trying to bring these younger guys along. So, you got Gabe Powers coming back. He's really gotten more vocal. He's had a really good spring, really good summer in the weight room. You got Asa, a developed player coming back. You got Mekhi Mason. He's been really, really good. And you also got Darian Whitaker. So we got about 5 guys that can really go out there and just affect the game. So
that's awesome. And I know defensively it's been a little bit of an adjustment for you with a new D coordinator, just as much as it's a new head coach in Coach Klein. But tell us a little bit about Coach Peterson and kind of the changes that you've noticed so far and how things work and how this defense will look because of him.
Yeah, I love Coach Peterson. He always brings that energy. If you're down in the fuel station 6 in the morning, he's going to get some guys going, get those younger guys going. The scheme's awesome. We're going to blitz a lot. We're going to sit back. We're going to play some coverage, but we're just going to go out there and just make a lot of plays. He just always says, you got to play with energy, go fly around and just make a play. So.
All right. Now, you were telling me before we started recording, you're from Northwest Iowa.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about kind of how you came to Kansas State. I know Coach Kleiman's from up in that neck of the woods as well. So was that kind of the connection there, or how did you end up in Manhattan?
Well, I only had one NAIA offer out of high school. So I went to junior college, kind of blew up there. And then I think they've always recruited the JUCOs pretty hard, Kansas State. And I had a few other offers too. And I just went to the first game I went to was Texas in 22. I love the atmosphere, love the culture, love the family part of it. And, that's how I kind of ended up at Kansas State. Coach Kleiman actually played and coached at where my brother played and coached at. So, yeah.
At Northern Iowa?
Yes.
That's awesome. I love those connections. And it's funny, you mentioned NAIA kind of being a potential path you could have taken. I broadcast some games for Coach Kleiman's son in an NAIA school at
Yeah.
Kansas Wesleyan. So kind of small world, all
Yeah.
those connections
Yeah.
with the Kleiman family there. But, obviously things have worked out. And maybe 5-6 years ago, you could have never imagined the path that you've taken to get
Yeah.
here. But do you ever sit back and kind of reflect on the lessons you've learned and just kind of trusting yourself and getting to this point to where you're a leader on this team and they want to put you on camera all the time at media day?
It's pretty crazy. I'm just always kind of grateful for my path. There are some things that worked out, some things didn't, but it's always God's plan that He's got a plan for you. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, and I'm just always grateful for every opportunity that I have. So.
That's awesome. Well, Rex, I really appreciate the time today. I know, again, it's a long day. It's kind of exhausting, and you're getting quizzed out all the time. But I'm hoping you're having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely having fun for sure.
Well, I want to ask you one fun question here before I let you go. There's a lot of excitement for this football season, and a lot of players that people can be excited about in Manhattan. But what one thing should people be the most excited about K-State football?
I would just say it's probably just like the energy that we're going to bring. There's going to be a different type of energy out there September 5th. So
awesome. I like it. I like the energy, and I can't wait. It's like 59 days to kick off.
I think so.
It's going to be close, and it'll be here before you know it. But enjoy your time. Get ready for the year, and we'll look forward to visiting again soon.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Rex Van Wyhe, Kansas State linebacker here at Big 12 Football Media Days. We'll take a quick break here on ESPN Wichita and be back with more right after this.